waitress, and Ricky, the head chef, find themselves in constant conflict, struggling to communicate without resorting to raised voices and heated exchanges.
Hey, I need my fucking order now.
All we do is read the ticket to put the food out. Tabitha, man, I just have to tell her, chill out.
The atmosphere at the restaurant is tense due to ongoing disagreements, and Leela's inexperience in managing such a business is apparent, leading to a noticeable gap in leadership.
What the fuck are you talking about? You coming back here asking me what's in this, what's in that? You should know that shit already.
I know the fucking...
It's a wild kitchen, and Ricky, the chef with a daring style, is heading into a showdown with Gordon Ramsay. This is the moment of truth. Will Ricky surprise everyone? Or is Ramsay about to show him how it's done?
What was fine dining about my lunch there?
What you mean?
Then there's Buzzard, who is always eating but still looks undernourished. Buzzard might have a high metabolism, or expends too many calories diffusing fights between Tabitha and Ricky.
What the hell's in your ear, man?
This is 14 karat gold, baby. I mean, this is a real deal.
The team is informed that Chef Ramsay will be arriving that day to assist in reviving their struggling eatery. However, Tabitha makes it clear from the outset that she won't be easily swayed or dominated.
All I know about Chef Ramsay is he likes to yell a lot.
I don't take anybody yelling at me. Nobody.
Don't worry, Tabitha. Gordon only yells at the chefs and owners, not the wait staff, generally speaking.
I'm not nervous at all. What do I need to be nervous for? You know? He's a man just like I am.
He's coming for you, Ricky. When Gordon arrives in downtown Pomona, he finds it very quiet, almost like a ghost town. As Gordon Ramsay walks in, the stakes couldn't have been higher for its beleaguered owner. Despite the lack of customers, he surprisingly doesn't criticize the appearance of the place, as Leela's is actually clean and well-maintained. Excitement brews amongst the staff when he takes a seat to try their food.
I'm excited. I want to hear his accent.
When Gordon checks out the menu, he's a bit let down to hear from Tabitha that they don't actually have a lot of the stuff on the menu they're advertising. He casually points out that it doesn't really line up with what you'd expect from a fancy place. Tabitha nods along, sharing his feeling.
For us to sit there and have to tell customers, oh, we don't have this and we don't have that, it gets frustrating for me.
After searching for a while, Gordon finally finds a dish that is available. Yet he realizes that his supposed fresh tomato soup is actually canned. Surprised, Gordon comments on how an executive chef can't even make tomato soup properly. Next up are the nachos. Gordon's experienced palate detects that they are a day old, further adding to his dissatisfaction. After 2 disappointing appetizers, Gordon is ready for his main course.
The rack of lamb with the chocolate mint sauce.
Which arrives to Gordon's table surprisingly quickly. But upon inspection, he notices that there is more bone than actual meat on his plate. Moreover, the lamb used wasn't fresh, but frozen. Gordon asks if there's anything fresh at this fancy restaurant. Tabitha tells him the only homemade item is the brownies. Hoping for a better dessert than his starters and main course, Gordon goes for the brownie a la mode. Unfortunately, they're all out of the homemade brownies. The burning question now is, what happened to them? Who could have swiped them? All the clues seem to be pointing at Buzzard. And why do they call him Buzzard exactly?
I like to stand in the kitchen and eat, you know? You always catch him with something in his hand.
After his meal, or lack thereof, Gordon and Ricky engage in a heated argument in the kitchen. Gordon expresses disappointment, particularly with the lamb dish featuring the bizarre chocolate mint sauce, something that should never be served in any kitchen, according to Ramsay.
Ricky, it's on the menu at $27.
Nobody else complained about it?
There's nobody else in the restaurant.
Oh, zing. Ricky refuses to tolerate any mistreatment from Gordon and defends the lamb dish, despite it being mostly bones. Gordon is dumbfounded that an executive chef relies heavily on frozen food and accuses Ricky of being lazy.
You got any balls? I got big nuts.
Ricky mentions that conflicts are brewing between him and Gordon. This is a worrying sign for the restaurant, which had opened with great optimism just 8 months earlier. A flashback to the opening day video reveals the initial excitement.
Hi, we're here with Ricky Brewer, the executive chef here at Leela's.
Well, today is our grand opening. We have live entertainment, as you see. We're expecting a full house tonight. We combine a lot of different flavors with our food. For instance, we do rack of lamb, chocolate mint sauce, and a lot of people hear that, they say the chocolate and the mint, but I know how to put a special twist on it, so it's something right.
please check out the corner of 2nd and Main, for lunch and dinner. Leela's at 296 in Pomona.
We have square plates, square bowls, square coffee cups, as opposed to the circle coffee cups that you'll see at most restaurants. More friendly, more relaxed, and yet still establishes that fine dining that we're looking for.
It's a fabulous brunch, and it's a little bit of everything, so we don't leave anything out.
Ugh, that food. Yuck. Although I forgot how trendy square plates were circa 2007. During Gordon's revisit, his reactions while inspecting Leela's kitchen and refrigeration units subtly suggest that a thorough cleaning might be necessary. Gordon orders a staff to scrub the place from top to bottom before that evening service. While they are busy cleaning, Gordon explores the neighborhood to understand the local dining scene. He observes that Pomona has a youthful, vibrant scene, but lacks a market for upscale dining. Most locals, particularly the younger crowd, are not inclined to spend $27 on a gourmet dish like rack of lamb with chocolate mint sauce for lunch. And that was 2007 prices. In today's market, it would likely be $40. After checking things out, Gordon returns to the restaurant and is pleasantly surprised by how much cleaner it is. That night, an unexpected rush of theater goers packs the restaurant. The staff, not used to such a crowd, struggles to keep up, leading to several menu items running out and sparking yet another fiery spat between Ricky and Tabitha. Gordon quickly realizes the place lacks a clear leader. It's like watching two different worlds, Ricky ruling the kitchen and Tabitha in charge of the front. Even with the place buzzing, Buzzard decides to bail out early. On his way out, he's seen carrying a bag full of stuff from the kitchen. When Gordon confronts him about his haul, Buzzard claims they were ordered but not used, including a sandwich, pasta, some lamb, and even a few bottles of wine.
Did you ask anyone for it?
No.
You need to go talk to her and let her know.
I have no problem with that.
Okay,
She
I'll
said,
come
no,
with
I
you.
thought he
Let's
said in the
go.
trash can.
We'll go together.
Gordon and Buzzard go back to the restaurant, where Leela notices what Buzzard took. As a result of their confrontation, Gordon strongly advises Leela to fire Buzzard. Gordon is not the only one who thinks this way either.
If it was up to me, I'd fire Buzzard's ass.
Some people online have defended Buzzard by saying that the wine consisted of bottles that had already been opened and were mostly empty, despite being portrayed differently on the show. I suppose the food he took was scraped off a customer's plate as well. Either way, theft is theft, and Leela reluctantly agrees with Chef Ramsay's suggestion and fires Buzzard when he returns to work the following day.
Buzzard ain't gonna be back here. He ain't gonna be buzzing around here. And he's truly a buzzard.
With Buzzard having buzzed off, it's like a weight has been lifted from the restaurant. Gordon shifts his attention to training the staff, kicking off with a unique task. He sets up a blindfolded taste test for Ricky and sous chef Lex, featuring steak, pork, and chicken. Ricky mistakenly identifies chicken as beef, while Lex nails it, correctly naming each meat, which stirs up some tension between them. In the meantime, Leela goes for a personal makeover at the salon, a treat from Chef Ramsay. The next challenge for Ricky and Lex is to whip up a new dish from scratch, something they'd enjoy, dubbed the Pomona salad. This sparks a change in Ricky. He starts to embrace his creative side and becomes more open to Ramsay's advice.
This guy just opened up a $3 million restaurant. Of course, I'm gonna try and get all the pointers I can from him. Like I'm back in school.
The team puts together a new salad for the menu that evening, and it turns out really well. Even Tabitha agrees that the guys did a great job. Chef Ramsay notices something missing locally, a top-notch burger, so he introduces the Leela Burger, fresh and made to order. To spread the word about their relaunch and the new burger, Gordon and the staff give out free samples around town. While all this is happening, the Kitchen Nightmares team is sprucing up the place a little bit. They're aiming for a cozier vibe, stepping away from the old, more formal dining style. Just before everyone checks out the updated restaurant, Leela shows up looking amazing. She's got a new look, with a different hairstyle and stylish clothes, signaling a big personal change.
When they saw me, they said, "Oh my God, you look so different." I said, "Yes, you have a new boss."
Upon entering, the staff immediately notices a modest, yet distinct enhancement to the ambience. The atmosphere is now welcoming and warm, a departure from its previously stark and uninviting feel. which impresses everyone. Just an hour before the reopening, Gordon calls for a meeting. Seeing the need for leadership, he decides to promote Tabitha to manager, a decision that leaves her feeling pleased and trusted with the new responsibility. Since Lex's success in the blindfolded taste test has ignited his hunger for more achievements, Gordon suggests that he and Ricky switch roles for the evening. Lex is the head chef, and Ricky is going to be his sous chef. Ricky reluctantly agrees. During the relaunch event, the location is extremely crowded. Even the mayor attends because of Gordon's presence.
I'm feeling really anxious, a little nervous because I know it's a big night for us.
Lex's inexperience quickly becomes apparent when he's swamped with a flood of orders in a packed restaurant. Just 30 minutes into service, and the situation is going downhill fast. He struggles to keep up. Not a single dish has left the kitchen yet. The waitstaff is also finding it tough to cope with the ticketing system. This confusion is causing a ripple effect, creating chaos in both the kitchen and dining area. The disorder reaches a point where even Gordon, usually the master of control, finds himself caught up in the escalating mayhem.
Sorry.
The team's lack of coordination and Lex's struggle with the workload are making the evening service a particularly difficult test. Ricky is displeased that Gordon has appointed Lex as head chef for the day. It doesn't take long for Gordon to also regret his decision. Lex quickly breaks down from all the stress. He flees out back of the restaurant, right when the kitchen is most backed up. Leela decides to be a boss for once and pursues him out back. Words are exchanged between the two.
I can't get a break for 5 minutes. I've been working for the past 4 hours straight. Everybody has. You're not the only one. Yeah, but you haven't been cooking.
Lex decides he can't take the pressure anymore and starts to leave, prompting Gordon to pursue him out back. Gordon catches up with Lex and tries to talk some sense into him, but Lex doesn't want to hear it and storms off mid-sentence.
Hey, Lex, get your ass back here, yes?
He's really upset right now.
Okay,
you know?
cool him down, yeah?
I'm trying to.
Ricky attempts to calm Lex down, but before he can reach him, Lex speeds away in his car. With Lex gone, Ricky steps up to the challenge. The pressure is on now as all of Lex's orders have piled up and need to go out. Everyone is waiting for food, including the mayor.
So we're just, pretty much all gonna have to step our game up.
Fueled by frustration and determination, Ricky confidently takes control of the kitchen. He skillfully manages the situation by preparing meals and sorting out the chaotic orders left by Lex, showcasing his capability under pressure. Eventually, Lex returns after cooling down and resumes his duties as Ricky's sous chef. In general, the relaunch has been successful. Gordon highly commends Ricky for his newfound passion and skills in handling difficult situations.
For him to pull me aside, look at me man to man and say, you did a great job. That made me feel really good.
At the episode's conclusion, the narrator reports positive changes. Ricky is excelling in the kitchen. Tabitha is effectively managing. Leela is assertively leading. Customer satisfaction is high. And the restaurant is profitable for the first time in 8 months.
Delight your senses with fine, eclectic dining in your own backyard. Savor a sensational homegrown Pomona salad, Layla's famous burger, and charm your love at Layla's. For reservations, visit Layla's.
Ultimately, despite experiencing a surge in customers after being featured on television, the restaurant was unable to continue operating due to underlying problems. Leela's unfortunately closed down in July 2007, just 5 months after Kitchen Nightmares filmed there, and several months before the episode aired in November 2007. Despite Ramsey's earnest attempts to renovate the menu and enhance the service, Leela's was unable to overcome the obstacles it faced and maintain its operations. Leela did not have any previous experience in the restaurant industry before opening her establishment. She took a risk, relying on her love for cooking and desire to support her family. Unfortunately, her inexperience became apparent in the way the restaurant was run. Even with Gordon Ramsay's intervention and helpful advice, she had difficulty implementing and sustaining his suggestions. Closing the restaurant in summer of 2007 may have been a prudent decision, though. This coincided with the onset of the subprime mortgage crisis in the United States. The following years, from 2008 to 2010, were especially challenging for the restaurant industry. It's possible